And then I started to think about, and this was only after the fact. This was only after I sold my practice, when I actually had time to ponder and not just be in the weeds all day long. I really started to ponder and be like, how do I incorporate coaching, which I am doing at PelviBiz, into provider land? And then this is when it dawned on me. I was like, ultimately, we have a method. We have a method for physical therapy. We have a method. I've created my own method. It's called the LSR method. It's my signature method. Okay? It is my method that I've created, the lengthen, strengthen, and return phase. So then that had me thinking, okay, lengthen, strengthen, return phase. Well, there is a signature of what I actually do with people. Now, some of y'all right now are going to be thinking, why does she do the same stuff with the same people? Don't they have different problems? Yes, they do have different problems. But guess what? The thing that you're going to do, and whether or not you realize this or not, because you actually do the same thing too, you're going to give them the same solution whether or not they come in with this problem, or this problem. You just don't realize it yet because you haven't systematized it yet. Everything I do, I put a system to it, because when there's a system to it, you're able to reproduce it and keep the standards high. That's why at my brick and mortar, we had high standards no matter who I brought in. It could have been a new grad, or it could have been myself that has been practicing for 15 years. I know, and I am comfortable with new grad treating because the standards are still at the level because of the method that we all follow. But if someone were to come in and they're like, hey, I don't do any of those Pilates exercises you guys do, which has happened before, okay? And oh, by the way, I'm not going to do that. Okay, well, that's not part of our method. And so you are either going to learn it, or that's not part of this culture, okay? And yeah, they can throw in their own things of like, oh my God, well, I took this TRX course. Okay, yeah, let's throw that in there. No problem. So open to that, right? And by the way, I'm not making every therapist have to treat the exact same, but what I am creating is a standard so that anyone that comes to the practice, this is the standard and these are the results, because the standard is the actual result. But most of y'all are afraid of that because you're like, that kind of feels weird and that kind of puts me in a box. No, it doesn't. It doesn't put you in a box at all. It actually gives you guidelines to go off of. And then you can throw in some cherries on top, some, TRX movements and whatever else. But at least we know the basics are getting hit so that the outcome that the patient wants does actually happen. And that is called a method.